So, dudes, Ubisoft has changed, and they're really working on themselves, and they would never hurt me again. It's fine, guys. He's different now. He's cleaned up his act. He cut his hair. So, Ubisoft released a big spiel. A big old thing. I haven't read it yet. So we're going to read it together. Should you go back to Ubisoft? Has Ubisoft really changed? That's up to you. That's up to you, boo-boo. I can't make that decision for you. I just know that while I appreciate any two-way communication here about the direction the game is going in, I really, really, really think that Year 10, Season 4, and Year 11, Season 1 have to be close to perfect. Because we're running out of time to kill the bad vibes. So for those who have been living under a rock, Siege has been in the worst vibes it's ever been in, pretty much ever. It's worse than Operation Health. It's worse than the cheating wave that we had kind of coinciding with the Lion years. I forget which year specifically that was, with like Operation Parabellum and Chimera and all that. I think that was year 3. It's crazy to think that I can't remember them all off the top of my head now. It's been a long time. But cheaters are completely out of control on PC. People are very unhappy with the lack of content. I don't think the content is really as relevant as the cheater thing. I'm only speaking from my personal experience playing the game on PC. I also think people are very unhappy with Rank 2.0 just as a concept. They don't feel much of an incentive to grind ranked in the same way that they used to. So that definitely puts a damper on the eagerness to actually sit down and grind this game out every single night, you know, when you get back from work or if you have time on the weekend with your buddies. People are gravitating towards games like Helldivers. They're going to be excited about the new Battlefield coming up. They're probably playing Borderlands, right? If you're looking for shooter, multiplayer-y, you know, kind of sweaty but not too sweaty fare, Siege doesn't offer that right now. Siege is a very sweaty game with an anti-cheat that doesn't work. So that core audience of ranked gunner stars is very unhappy with the state of things, and I think they have a right to be, right? Because the game is kind of unplayable. You can get a decent amount of games if you're patient enough, but most people don't have the time to be, you know, queuing like 3 to 4 hours to get a couple of decent games. So Ubisoft has released an update talking more directly about this, and we're going to see, we're going to see how directly they do approach it, and I hope it's direct as possible, because I don't know, I'm going in blind. So here we go. For those who don't have time to sit down and read this to yourselves, you know, if you're doing laundry or making dinner or whatever, listening to me while you're running your errands, here you go. We've been reading your feedback and recognize there are important subjects we need to address. We acknowledge that we haven't communicated clearly enough about what we've been working on since the launch of Siege X, and we understand the frustration that's caused. We're committed to improving transparency and taking meaningful action on the issues you've raised. Based on your feedback, our upcoming priorities include anti-cheat, balancing, and ranked improvements. You can read about the current status of each below, with more updates coming on the road to Munich Major in November. We want to thank you all for your continued support while we work through these challenges. It means a lot. Alex Karpazis and Joshua Mills, on behalf of the Siege team. So strong opener here, pretty much just saying, yeah, we are not completely oblivious. We are not completely unaware. We understand that a lot of people are upset. We understand the gravity to which they're upset. We understand the amount of people who are upset. We understand the severity of the situation. We understand that there is urgency here, is basically what Ubisoft is getting at, which is they really couldn't have said anything else. This is the only appropriate thing to say at the beginning of a statement like this, where we've just been kind of been radio silent talking about the nature of the vibes and how bad they are, as they've coincided with the recent release of Operation High Stakes. There are a couple of important things that they have done with this with this statement that they've put out that I think should be mentioned, that I learned before I actually went into reading it. One of the things that they've done here, in case you're unfamiliar, is towards the about not quite halfway, but down after this statement here, they do mention that they have reverted the Denari change that a lot of people were very upset about, that I did a YouTube short about not too long ago, where if you had something like an Elamine blocking the trip connector's conjunction per se, if the Elamine goes off, that mine would instantly come back. And so something like that kind of made a booby trap that you could chain with other gadgets to deal a big burst of damage to opponents, given the right circumstances. They changed that because they were like, this is broken. And then a bunch of people said, that's crazy. This guy gets picked to like block one hatch in PL out of like a 3-hour long stream, and then you never see him again. So that's insane. And Ubisoft rightfully was like, wait a minute, yeah, that is kind of crazy. We shouldn't have done that. And they reverted it. So good, like I think that it should be pointed out when Ubisoft goes a little bit too far on the spreadsheet balancing, when they do decide, hey, like, we're not going to do that, never mind, like, JK, my bad, that's a good thing, right? We shouldn't be angry about that. We should be happy about that. Some people can say, well, they never should have been in the position to be making that kind of decision in the first place. I think that's being pedantic. I think that's being a little too harsh, right? We're not vetting these guys to run for Congress. It's a video game. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. We just want them to listen a little bit and try to, make sure that everybody's happy, right? Like, they look at their spreadsheet and they're confident that they're making the right decisions that they need to for the game's health, and the players are happy as a result of the health that they are maintaining, right? We shouldn't feel like we're being forced to eat our gaming vegetables. Then after the preamble, which I spent more time talking about the Denari thing than the preamble, but it came to my mind, ADHD brain, my bad. We get to anti-cheats. So this next paragraph talks about anti-cheat. Our systems in Siege X did not keep pace with the surge of cheaters that followed the move to free access, though we have made some progress. I would hope so. This is a difficult topic to address without tipping off cheat makers to our next move. Smart to say that. Some people are too dumb, right? They might think, well, tell us what's happening. That's dumb. It's fine to say that. So without saying too much, here are a few key areas the team is working to improve, backed by additional resources. Next steps. Target high-profile cheat makers and the use of single notorious cheat product through advancements in cheat detection. Not really sure what that means. I don't know if it means they're going to go specifically after the website from a litigation point of view. I don't know if that's like an engineering statement or both. Could be a multi-pronged plan of attack. It could really mean anything, but it's just, drawing attention to the severity of the problem. People make millions of dollars developing video game cheats. It is a multi-million-dollar black market business, and as it stands, even big companies like Ubisoft have a hard time combating it because they are outnumbered and they are outgunned by nerds who are selling stuff to even bigger nerds than them. So at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. It's an arms race. You gotta do what you gotta do. Number 2, disrupt marketplace exploits. I wouldn't have included this at all, personally, but like, I get why they did it. I'm gonna be very honest with everybody. Okay, I haven't looked at the R6 marketplace one fucking time. I'm so over skins. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the skin argument. I'm tired of arguing about how good the battle pass skins are. If I see one more tweet, and I'm not mad at anybody specifically, okay? I love y'all, but if I gotta read one more tweet comparing this battle pass's skins to the last battle pass's skins while we're in the middle of a fucking 5-alarm fire, I'm gonna lose my fucking caboodle, bro. Like, what the fuck? And fine, I get it, but like, issue permanent bans to players caught using these exploits. I mean, yeah, bare minimum there. Yeah, so basically just another statement saying, like, we are aware that this is really fucked. We're aware that this is bad. That's basically all Ubisoft can do right now, right? Like, that's what this press release is. It's just basically saying to your customers, saying to your audience, like, we are aware of, excuse me, big dinner. We are aware of the problem. We're aware of the problem. We're trying our best. We're not going to act like y'all don't have a right to be upset, but we're just working on it. That's the most they can do, right? They can't really say much more than that. And sometimes you have to say that in a really elaborate, involved, multi-paragraph way. But that's exactly what's happening here. And so they continue here with the balancing stuff. However, very interesting thing that I think they mentioned here in terms of balancing, aside from the Denari thing, which we already talked about, status. We've heard that updates can feel like all nerfs, no buffs. Good, right? Addressing a key community talking point, right? The sentiment that Ubisoft seems to only focus on nerfing weapons. So we're changing up our approach when unexpected metas form, and we'll prioritize a fun experience. Good. Now, we need to do this too, right? We can't just say this like a politician, right? And then later down the line, we end up recanting on this, right? We have to actually honor it. Please, Ubisoft, I don't know what y'all are doing in your office with your Post-it notes or whatever. Take this line, prioritize a fun experience, and put it on every single whiteboard, clip it board, like whatever in the break room, right? Put this everywhere. I'm so dead ass. Like, it has to be something everybody is on board with, from the balancing team to the content team to everyone. Everyone needs to be here, because we cannot afford to drown in esports sweat right now. Like, we have lost a very, very big chunk of our sweat audience by not getting the anti-cheat together. So if we can't get the anti-cheat together tomorrow, if it's not going to happen tomorrow, it's not going to happen next week, it's not going to happen next month, shit, it might not even happen in the next, year 10 season 4 to the degree that we would like. At least make the game fucking fun, right? You gotta do this. You have to, or we're gonna crash into the fucking iceberg. We have high ambitions for larger system changes for the game's balancing, which will go into testing soon. Next steps. In patch 3.3, coming October 14th, this is the thing that they reverted that I talked about. We'll be reverting Denari's nerf. We reacted a little too quickly. Thank you. Based on what we saw on the test server. Additionally, Denari's Glaive 12 will be buffed. Smart. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Contrary to popular belief, this is not the first time Ubisoft has listened and recanted on a decision that they realized was going to make a lot of people unhappy. Example of that was the smoke change that they proposed a long time ago when I went by a different name. Basically, what they wanted to do was make smoke damageable. I could have found a better way to phrase that, but my country ass found that way to say it, so I said it that way instead. Basically, smoke could take damage from his own smokes, which was stupid. That was a dumb design decision, and so everybody was like, "Hey, don't do that." And everybody, all these nerds, who talk about the game for a living, were like, "Stop it!" And then Ubisoft was like, "Oh, yeah, we won't do that. Sorry." So they didn't. Couple of good things here, though. Solas will be receiving her impact grenades back to make her more fun to play. We can still see her influence in matches and how players use her shotgun for those post-plant situations. Yes! Yes, Queen! Yes! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Huge. Synergy gadgets, yes. Any situation in which we have a gadget that we can sync up with another gadget. Today's total usage 155, my phone tracker. Anytime we have a situation where we can use a gadget in conjunction with a secondary kit is huge. It is a unique gameplay loop that only Siege has. It's the closest thing you'll have to your Overwatch, your Deadlock, your Valorant. If I use this ability, then I can use this ability and then that ability, right? This is the closest that we can get to it, except it counts a little bit more, especially with the secondary gadgets, because they're finite, because you get a set amount of them. So the decision-making matters, and it has weight. It has strategic weight, which makes it more fun, right? Because if you pull it off, that's really exciting. So yeah, really, really glad that they're doing that. I have to clear my throat because I'm still recovering from sinusitis, and I'm going to cut that out. So I'm going to stop recording in OBS in 3, 2. For Year 10 Season 4, we can confirm that Thermite, Habana, and Maverick will all be receiving buffs. Hey, I like that. Thank you. Ace will have a lot more competition. We did it! We did it! We did it! We peer pressured Ubisoft into buffing an operator instead of nerfing them in order to get the pick rate up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I can't believe it took us. Oh god. I shouldn't say that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. More of this. More. Even from like a base level, like some people on the internet are stupid. Right? And they look at your patch notes and they're like, a nerf? I'm mad! Regardless of whether it's a good nerf or not. Right? Like, you just have to, like, take the L, sorta. It's a sales thing, right? Like, you just gotta fucking... I'm not saying to put constraints on your decision making to appease people. I'm saying... put constraints on your decision making to appease people. Thank you. You'd be like, I don't know what you guys are going to do. I'm just really excited to hear about it because that's like a huge part of the Siege ecosystem that's going to get totally switched up as a result of that, right? Like Ace has been the guy forever. He has no downsides, right? He can throw the Ace from far away. It's safe. He doesn't get C4'd. He can open the wall in multiple places at the same time so it doesn't get bandit tricked, right? Thank you. Good shit. I'm really excited to see what you guys do. Good philosophy moving forward. Ranky. Does everybody love Rank 2.0? You love Rank 2.0, right? No, you don't. Nobody likes Rank 2.0. Nobody likes Rank 2.0. There's so many content creators, okay? I get it. Like, I'm pretty much friends with fucking everybody, you know? I'm a social butterfly. I can talk to anyone. Not to boast, but yeah, I don't really have beef with anybody, but some of y'all, you've jumped on this Rank 2.0 grenade, and I don't know why would you do this? The whole thing with Rank 2.0 just comes down to a perception thing and just like having to admit that you like lost the perception war, having to admit that you lost the vibes war, which is difficult, but like it's okay, man. It's a video game. Like, it's fine. It's not the end of the world to lose a vibes war over a video game. I've done it multiple times. I've gotten ratioed over Halo like 5 fucking times, even though I don't feel like I ever said anything wrong. But with Rank 2.0, it's the same thing, right? Like, does your rank mean that you are copper playing against champions? No. Your hidden MMR is not the same thing as your visual MMR. It doesn't matter whether people know that or not because they feel that it's unfair. So you have to convey what makes it fair to them in a way that is legible and easy to understand. Because it's a video game. It's supposed to be fun. They shouldn't have to think too fucking hard. Nobody should have to do a math equation to figure out where they are in the ranked ladder thing, right? So I think that's what they're getting at here with Ranked. Here's the copy as it follows. Ranked 2.0 hasn't hit the mark, and we're working on major changes. Good. There will be matchmaking updates to start in Season 4 with more meaningful updates on the way. It can mean anything, but we'll see. With Year 10 Season 4, matchmaking will get more specific with rank and squad size factored in. Boosh! I don't know if that means they're going to try like a duo queue playlist or something. That would be poggers. Like a solo queue playlist? Just saying. We're free to play. We can pull that off now, right? We're actively developing what we call Ranked Overhaul with the objective of offering visible ranked reward progression as well as a visible skill progression. Cool. I don't know what you need to do. I just know that like more visuals, like more information is never a bad thing. when it comes to these kinds of systems. Like people want, people have the parasocial relationship with the shiny number going up. It's me. I'm the one with the parasocial relationship. My dopamine go bring whenever the thing goes bling, and that's good. So do more of that. Do as many things where the thing goes bah. Treat it like a casino. Make it. Let's go gambling. Let's fucking. Oh my god. I think people get what I'm saying, right? Just make it easy to fucking understand. That's all you need to do. That's it. That's it. I don't know what it is, but just good luck. Player consultations are in progress with this new system. Good. We'll be running workshops during the Munich Major to further refine the design. Cool. We aim to have the ranked overhaul live in the first half of year 11, which is... It's so... Is anybody impatient? Fucking, we'll see. We'll see how long we last. And then they bid farewell with a polite word of encouragement, with a salute. With much of this year's focus on setting a new foundation for updates to come, recent seasonal content has understandably felt lighter, especially for veteran players. We are looking at adjusting our seasonal approach to bring more substance to mid-season updates, and we will share more on this topic during the November Munich Major. Coming around the corner. Can you guys believe it? This update isn't exhaustive, but expect to hear more from us, and please continue sharing your reports, feedback, survey responses, and gameplay. Your passion and commitment keep Siege growing. Your priorities are our priorities, and together we'll keep building Siege into the best it can be. We look forward to celebrating our 10th anniversary together. What can I say? I mean, I'm glad that they said something. That's all that can really be said. I think that they realized that the temperature was just up too high, and they needed to do anything they could to cool it down. Get water in the reactor in any way that you can, and just cool it the fuck down just a little bit. Even if it's a little bit, it's fine, because we were reaching critical mass, and like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. It's been very frustrating as a Siege content creator, because it just, it puts me in a tight squeeze. I can't justify, only making content for this game. People can argue, well, you never should have fucking done that in the first place. And you were right. I'm not going to say that like I didn't choose that. I felt like it was a good wagon to hitch my horse to. Is that how the saying goes? Whatever. But yeah, I'm really happy with what Ubisoft said here. I think it was concise. I think it lacked fluff, which is good. It cut to the bone. It said what it needed to say. It was, apologetic, I guess, in a certain reading of it, in a certain tone. You could get a reading of that, which, fine. Like, people appreciate vulnerability, even if it's from a game dev, right? Like, I know people are really, really on Ubisoft's ass for a wide range of things, but this, in particular from the Siege team is, they're a dev team, right? They're not corporate. They're not in charge of figuring out whether or not they're going to work on, allocate resources to Skull and Bones versus Siege. That's not their call, right? These guys are devs. These guys are workers. They get paid wages. So at the end of the day, I just hope it works out. Do you guys know about Vantage Studios? I didn't. Now I do, I guess. Ubisoft, Tencent. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this game. I hope it works out. That's all I can say. More frequent uploads. I need to upload more frequently, or no money. So thank you all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.